We're talking with Steve Schable right now, the boys track coach from Carroll High School. And Steve, right now we're down at the Perry Relays today as they're going on this Thursday afternoon. But let's talk about this upcoming season. What's the boys team look like right now? How many kids did you guys get out?
We have 32 boys out for track right now. We should be fairly decent in the mid to distance races. Field events will be up from last year. The sprinters will be competitive. I'm not knocking any of our guys, but we're about 2 guys away from being really good in a lot of events. But all in all, I expect us to be, we should be placing in the top 3 every meet, hopefully, and maybe get some events qualified for the big meets and see what happens.
Pretty happy with the numbers then at 32?
Yeah, we're down a little bit from last year, but it's kind of quality versus quantity, and we got 32 kids that are willing to work. They like track. They understand that track is the sport that makes everything else go around. So, is it broken down grade-wise pretty well, or are certain classes kind of dominating those numbers?
This
year we're down a little bit on seniors, but the freshmen and sophomores are pretty well kind of footing the bill for us this season.
You talked about some of the events you feel like you're going to be pretty strong on. Who are some of the boys that you might be leaning on this year?
Obviously Jarrett White, Nate Johnston, they've been out for track all 4 years, which is kind of unheard of anymore these days. As seniors, Cooper LaRue, I expect him to score points in the high jump, significant points. Alex Stembo should do very well for us in the shot and discus. Anthony Byron, Nate Johnston in the sprint events. Our shuttle hurdle, everyone's back from last year but Alex Lambert's, Josh Lambert's, excuse me. But I expect that, barring any injuries, we should be able to be at Drake and probably state meet again.
Who do you feel will fill in that other role then in Josh's spot?
Right now, Trent Lux has kind of done a great job filling in for him, but we have some freshmen that are kind of going to give a couple guys just a little bit of pressure in practice that, hey, there's nothing's guaranteed.
Who are some of those freshmen?
For the hurdle events, it would be Peter Stevens or Corey Fennell. They stepped up pretty well. Chandler Hagan, I'm expecting a lot out of him in the mid-distance, in the mile event for sure. The kid just loves to run, he loves track, and I expect a lot out of him.
Got a little Spencer in him then, I take it, huh?
Well, he might have a little bit more of Spencer, but he's going to give us some pretty good points.
What are some of the meets that you're kind of looking at and pointing at this year where you're going to feel like you're going to really see some good competition?
Our Tiger Night is a pretty good track meet. We got Harlan and Denison Atlantic and those teams there. Storm Lake is a good meet for us. Manson, it's a 2-class meet, but in track, speed. It doesn't matter if you're a 1A kid or a 3A. I mean, you're either fast or you're not, and there's some great competition up there. And then our conference meet. I'm looking for Boone and us and probably Dallas Center Grimes to kind of be in the top. So hopefully things pan out that way.
Well, tell you what, Coach, I appreciate you joining us here today. Best of luck today and the rest of the season.
All right, thanks a lot, Jeff.